Hello, everyone. My name is Zulfiqar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you want to read more about what John writes on a regular basis, you can head to incomeinvestors.com or you can find the link to the website in the description below. If you're an income investor, oil stocks should be on your radar. This is because energy companies tend to generate significant cash flow when business is good and return money to their shareholders. And right now, business is good. Despite all the talk about green energy and renewables, oil demand remains strong, and the companies involved in production, exploration, and royalties could provide investors with a windfall. Just some patience is required. With all this in mind, take a look at Vitesse Energy Inc., traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol VTS. VTS stock isn't really getting the attention it deserves these days, but for those looking to make inflation-crushing income, this stock offers that. So, John, what can you tell us about this company?
Yeah, thanks, Mo. Vitesse Energy is not a typical oil company. Unlike big oil giants that spend tons of money engaged in the exploration, development, and production of oil properties, or invest in drilling rigs and pipelines, Vitesse Energy is a non-operator. What that means is that instead of handling the expensive and risky business of drilling for oil, Vitesse invests in oil and gas wells operated by other oil companies. This essentially allows the company to collect royalties and profits from production without taking on the operational risks. Energy companies do the heavy lifting. They just collect the cash. Now, Vitesse Energy's wells are primarily located in the Williston Basin. Altogether, the company has more than 7,300 producing wells, diversified among more than 30 operators.
Let's look at numbers now. How do this company's financials look?
Thanks to its rock-solid financials, Vitesse Energy really stands out from most of its peers. Its oil and gas production averaged a little over 13,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day, resulted in total revenue for 2024 of $247.1 million. Now, it's also worth noting that during the year, Vitesse Energy had hedges that provided protection on 59% of oil production. Now, the company's net income for 2024 was $21.1 million, or 64 cents per diluted share. Its adjusted net income for the year was $35.7 million, and adjusted EBITDA was $156.8 million.
Did this company provide any guidance for 2025?
It did. Vitesse Energy expects production on a two-stream basis to be in the range of 17,000 to 18,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day for 2025. If the company meets the midpoint of this guidance, it would be 35% higher compared to 2024. Now, Wall Street analysts are projecting revenue of $304.44 million. And that would be close to an increase of 26% on an annual basis and an earnings per share of $1.07 in 2025. And for 2026, they're expecting revenue of $327.66 million and for earnings per share to increase to $1.13.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you could also sign up for our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. Now back to the video. And VTS stock is a dividend powerhouse.
Yeah, looking at the dividends, I'd say that Vitesse checks all the boxes. It has high dividend yield of, I think it's 10.42%, paying $2.25 on an annualized basis. This needs to be put into perspective. The S&P 500's average dividend yield is around 1.5%. Even major oil companies like Exxon and Chevron only have dividend yields of around 3 to 4%. VTS stock's dividend yield of 10.42% blows those numbers out of the water. And here's the thing, Vitesse Energy has already increased its dividend multiple times in recent quarters. Now, since the cash flow is solid here, plus the operating costs are low, it's hard not to anticipate more dividend hikes in the coming quarters and years.
How is VTS stock doing?
Concerns about how President Trump's tariffs will impact the economy has sent global stocks tumbling. And VTS stock's performance is no exception, but that doesn't mean there isn't potential here. VTS stock is trading hands as of this recording at around $20.90 per share. And Wall Street analysts have provided a 12-month share price target range of $30.25 to $33 per share.
John, thank you so much for your insights. There's a lot to like about VTS stock. An inflation-crushing dividend yield, a great financial performance that expected to improve even more, production that's expected to increase, capital spending, which could mean more production, and low operational risk. On top of all of this, Vitesse insiders have a significant skin in the game. They own close to 17% of all outstanding shares. This means that they have incentive to make sure the company performs well. Moreover, 319 institutions own VTS stock, which indicates some strong belief in Vitesse Energy's long-term potential. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com now to get our free special report on 3 income stocks to own today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.